Hey gang, we're back with more Danganronpa!
We know it's been a while, so we figured we would take this time to elucidate you on our release schedule. Well, the truth of the matter is, we don't actually have that much time available, so...
You're guaranteed to get at least one episode a week. You might get as many as 3 if we can find the extra time to squeeze out for you.
So thank you very much for bearing with us and being patient, and we're the Bittersweet Gamers.
And I'm the ultimate Wee Square!
And I'm the ultimate opinionator! And we just finished the ultimate prologue, so let's rock. You must kill someone if you want to leave. What a wonderful way to begin the game.
Everything went to pot pretty quick.
I would like to take a moment, we didn't do this last time, I want to take a moment to actually talk about everybody here and what their reaction is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so from the left, Mondo is just standing with his body like completely forward, glaring at everything in his path.
That's his default expression.
Right, but I mean, that's consistent.
Yeah,
I think that's
yeah.
important. Then Ishimaru is kind of looking behind him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's startled. I think it's kind of interesting that they chose to have him look behind. Don't you?
Right.
Like, he's normally somebody who also faces forward and smashes everything down with his ultimate stodginess. But this time around, it's like by looking to his back, you know, it just kind of puts him like he's less in control
Yeah.
than he normally is.
I know what you're saying.
Shihiro is cowering like always.
Pretty standard.
And Makoto is there in the middle as the main character, kind of standing defiantly.
And everyone's kind of facing him.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people who are the defiant types.
Right.
Celeste in the back is, well, it's sort of significant that she's in the back.
Yeah.
Kind of looking out at everyone because it's sort of a safer position. There's not really too much I can say about Aoi or Junko. Well, actually, Junko looks a lot more... intimidating?
Yeah.
Than expecting.
Like holding your hand like that.
Yeah, like, I'll get you all. Which I'm not so sure. I haven't been able to figure out her character, but we haven't had time to have much of a read.
Yeah.
Okay, he for me is terrified of everything.
That's he for me.
That makes a lot of sense. Just like Celeste, Kyoko is...
Just kind of,
Well, she's also in the back. It's
the
like
furthest back,
It's like those two are in a position of control, and we're like they're calmer than the others. Up there on the far right is Toko,
plotting everyone's death, I'm sure.
Yes, and also hiding from everybody. Doesn't she seem more isolated? There?
Yeah.
And by the way, what prompted me to do this was a comment from one of our longtime friends and viewers, Esakova, when she mentioned Sakura, who isn't looking at anybody and is turning with her back to this whole situation. And
she's got that like ascetic martial arts staring off into the distance kind of thing.
Right, but it makes her look like she too is in control and is fighting the situation.
Right.
Byakuya, just like Makoto, kind of has like that defiant, I am here to conquer this whole situation thing going on.
Poor Leon looks hapless.
Which actually makes a lot of sense for Leon, because it's like he's got a fairly weak personality for being like a super athlete.
Right.
I can't remember his name.
The ultimate sea urchin?
Yeah, sea urchin. Hiro, I believe. Yasuhiro something.
Yasuhiro, I think.
Look, how long? It hasn't been long enough for us to learn all the people's names yet. Give us a minute. He's also kind of hapless and terrified.
He's on the opposite side of Hifumi, kind of just juxtapositioning him.
Right, and what was the idol's name? The ultimate...
Sayaka?
Yeah, Sayaka.
Hello?
I told you it's been a long time for... There's so many people to remember. At least I remembered all that I did.
You did.
I'm stupid. What do you want? And I guess hers is also kind of a classic pose.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's anything to that group in the center. Anyway, we don't plan on doing this too often, but this is also refreshing or reintroducing us to the characters, as well as for those 4 or 5 people that haven't played Danganronpa out there who are watching. Thanks, guys. Kind of helping to introduce all the characters to you guys. So, my mind froze and my breath caught in my throat as I thought about that. I could feel a paralyzing fear slowly making its way through my body, dominating every last nerve. The air hung heavy on me, pressing down like a weight around my neck. It took everything I had just to endure that weight.
Toko, please let go of my throat.
To survive daily life. Interesting. But, for as heavy as the air felt, all it took to pierce it was her sharp words.
So, what are you going to do now?
Interesting that it's Kyoko who first...
I think it makes perfect sense that it's Kyoko, Damon. I think I figured out something about her.
Okay, let's give it just a little bit, but pretty soon I'd like you to talk about Kyoko then. Just like we were saying, she's one of the people who seems to be in control when you look right there, so naturally she's the person who jumps out.
Hey.
Just stand around glaring at each other?
Her pointed comment was directed at everyone in the room. It helped pull us all back to reality.
Right! She's right!
Listen to me!
Sometimes, even if you're nervous or afraid, you just have to step forward!
He's right.
To forget such a simple fact, I can't forgive myself! I'm so ashamed!
That is the ultimate face of shame and self-mortification! Good Lord, look at that! and like the lip biting, like he's about to rip it off.
You hear me?
Please, someone hit me! I can't forgive myself! Someone hit me! Punish me! Except Sakura!
You'll kill me if you hit me! You bet! I'll take care of that right away! Hoo-yah! Pow! That'd be pretty awesome. What a great response!
Jesus, if you have time to yell about it, you have time to do something about it.
Instead of just being so sanctimonious, which is really what his defining characteristic seems to be. Personally, though, that's not necessarily something I dislike, but...
However...
Perhaps, but what is the mission exactly?
There's a little bit of a problem with actually everybody getting together and trying to come up with a plan. The problem being that if there's somebody that you can't trust here, someone's gonna end up dead.
Yeah.
The best thing to do is for no one to do it at all.
Yeah.
To completely defy it. You guys know, we kept mentioning Zero Escape last time. The only way to win in Zero Escape
to not
is...
play.
Yeah, well, for everybody to work together, to refuse to play the game, which is... Because as soon as you sink into this, that's when you've lost. I mean, I'm not sure exactly how to overcome the situation, but by starting by not making everything worse, by assuming you're all going to kill each other, then you can actually come up with a footing and begin to develop some sort of relationship of trust. But not everybody here is exactly trustworthy, I'm sure.
Stupid.
Idiot to look for a way out. Duh.
And he's right.
What the...
And we totally need to find whoever was controlling that stupid bear and beat the hell out of him!
Oh, God.
I love it! Like, just like we had said, you know, she had that, not clenched fist, but that hand out, like, I'm here to challenge this whole world kind of thing. And then here, her response...
Now she's mad instead of scared.
Yes. Junko is a character that I feel like in the last episode, I feel like we had a completely wrong read on her. Having thought about it some more, I kind of feel like she's one of the only people we can trust. I may not be correct. Let's save this for when we have a little bit more free time or investigating stuff.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to talk about it, and you wanted to talk about Kyoko too. But before we do all that, maybe we should take a look at the handbook. It's nice and G-rated. It isn't going to lead to our instant deaths anyway.
First one that opens up explodes.
It's probably best to check out the school regulations Monokuma mentioned before doing anything else.
This is fine.
True. If we stumble around with no clue what the rules are, something like that might happen again.
Shit.
Of course he says shit!
I don't know how to read. I mean, what?
So then...
Fine. Then let's hurry up and check out the stupid rules already. E-handbook.
That's what he called it.
After turning on my e-handbook, the first thing that appeared was my name. Shockers! Oh no! It was somebody else's name! I have the wrong book! And then you just, trade it with the other person and move on. So, just like Monokuma said, the owner's name showed up front and center. Then, from the main menu that popped up, I selected the school regulations icon. Okay! I have to take a moment to discuss this just for a moment.
Uh-huh.
So what this is is like basically a little tablet that's got like all the rules and necessary functions on it, right?
Probably
and,
some other stuff too, yeah.
Sure. And we're playing a visual novel, right?
Yes.
So we're actually reading about a character narrating the electronic device he is using. I'm not necessarily talking about e-ception, but banality. But, well.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
An itemized list appeared on screen. It was the school regulations! In other words, the rules being imposed on us all.
Nice way to phrase it.
Yeah, absolutely. Students may reside only within the school. Leaving campus is an unacceptable use of time. Can they leave, though?
Maybe.
I mean, is it possible for them to break out?
Probably.
I assume
that's why this is trying to dissuade them.
Yeah, as the very first thing. I assume that they are going to try to break out before anything else starts and will completely fail.
It would be foolish otherwise.
Exactly that. Nighttime is from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. Some areas are off limits at night, so please exercise caution.
Or the gun-mounted cameras will kill you.
Is that what happens if you break the rules? That might be. We don't really know what the punishment was. I mean, the Monokuma from before tried to explode.
That's true.
Sleeping anywhere other than the dormitory will be seen as sleeping in class and punished accordingly. Well!
Ooh!
So that means that if a person doesn't get enough sleep, say...
Ooh.
And,
like passes out?
And then they might be subject to being shot to death by the cameras or whatever the discipline is.
Death by Monokuma.
Does that also mean that if you incapacitate someone else, and then thus allowing them to be assuming the punishment is death?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Would that be a successful, air quotes, murder?
That's a good question.
Like, that would be a good way to get away with it, right? Oh, they just hadn't been getting enough sleep lately. Oh, they'd been trying so hard, they were just worn out.
I guess it depends on how much of the heart of the matter the school looks upon it, like how they look upon it.
Right.
Like you might not be able to weasel your way out of it like that, and that's why this is here.
Like, if somebody is dead, then whoever killed them graduates. But if somebody is hurt, maybe they need to go to the infirmary, and if you do something to them while they're hurt but not dead, then you might be in trouble.
Yeah.
With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion. Class time! Actually, is there class?
Well, no, because they just said that everything outside is the school is considered class.
Yeah, okay.
Because if you fall asleep during class time...
Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is strictly prohibited, as is destruction of surveillance cameras. Straightforward. Anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate unless they are discovered.
Okay, so they have to get away with it.
So they have to kill them and then
get away with it.
So what's this blackened? Is that something of the proof that you actually killed someone?
Maybe so.
Additional school regulations may be added as necessary.
Of course. You always gotta leave that opening for you.
In other words, whoever it is, be it the government, evil aliens, or Monokuma himself...
From another dimension.
Right. That's people from the future whoever it is that's running Hope's Peak Academy is aware that they are getting people of a high caliber here, and they may not be able to control the situation as much as they like.
Right.
So, in the event that they try and do something with the rules outside of this, they have the freedom to just say no.
Yeah.
So you can't, go into, well, it's not going to be like Phoenix Wright arguing the letter of the law, so to speak.
Legal loopholes, maybe?
Not that it ever actually did that, but I digress. No, it did. It did once. Feeling a slight dizziness, I raised my face up from the screen. As I looked around, I saw the same stormy expression on everyone's faces.
Stop fucking around.
This is bullshit! What the hell kind of rules are these? I'm not gonna let them control me!
So, what? Do you plan on killing someone and not becoming blackened? Taking out all the security cameras and then falling asleep in the hall?
No!
Well then, why don't you wander around the school without a care in the world and see what happens? Personally, I would love to see what happens when someone breaks one of the rules. The e-handbook didn't say what it would be, after all.
However...
But if he got punished like what we saw before, I don't think there'd be a respawn waiting for him.
Probably not a respawn, no. But was that, like, the acceptable punishment? Or was that letting him off because this was the beginning? From when Mondo grabbed Monokuma and
she didn't tell him to throw him. He could have died from that explosion, I'm sure.
Right, but it's like, if you manage to dodge the punishment, are you in the clear then?
Maybe. Maybe that's part of it.
I mean, obviously this is stuff that's going to come up. This is way too much thinking for me.
My brain. Ever since I was a kid, I grew up with my older brother pounding this into my head. When a man makes a promise, he has to keep it, even if it kills him.
I knew he was going to be trustworthy. Mondo is one of the other people I think that is going to be on our side.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah.
And...
Oh, God!
So, what?
You make the best faces, Junko!
Junko is the best.
The ultimate expression.
And I love how, as the ultimate fashionista, she's the person who is kind of not that suited for it.
Yeah.
She has, like, the wackiest face.
I've made a ton of promises that I still have to keep. That's so what?
That is awesomely manly.
Piece of shit!
So I can't afford to die in here.
None of that made much sense to me. But you are saying you will follow the regulations, is that it?
That's true.
Huh? Oh, well, yeah, I guess you're right.
Hoist by his own petard!
Hey, I have a question. For regulation number 6, what do you think it means exactly?
Darn it, I haven't even learned all the characters' full names yet. I can't remember which one was regulation 6. My brain! The big
important one.
Anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate unless they are discovered. You're talking about the second half, right? Where it says, unless they are discovered?
No, I'm pretty sure we need to know what blackened means, too.
That's what I was thinking! I was wondering about that myself.
It's saying that if you want to graduate, you have to kill someone without anyone finding out it was you. Morons. But why? Why do we have to do that? I don't see any reason to worry about it. Just worry about following the rules as they've been explained to us.
For now, fundamentally that's correct, I suppose.
Yeah.
However, what this does seem to indicate is that Byakuya immediately tries to utilize the system in which he has found himself in.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, as opposed to someone like Mondo or apparently Junko, Miss Full of Surprises, who are like, the system sucks and we refuse.
Well, consider Junko for a moment. All of her appearances are digitally altered on the magazines. It's never her.
Right, but
she showed.
Okay, so I guess we'll go ahead and take this time for me to talk about her. I think that actually, like that sort of aspect that you just talked about is one of the reasons we can trust her, and at least right now, and obviously, we don't have very much evidence. This is just like the preliminary read. She's got all these wacky faces that she makes, okay? The very first thing that happened when we met the ultimate fashionista was instead of acting maybe stereotypically upper classish, perhaps, or being
snooty,
hostile, the very first thing that Junko said was, "Oh, all those are photoshopped."
Yeah.
But she's never denied her fashionista moniker.
Right.
What that says to me is that she's really comfortable with herself. And she's comfortable with who she really is, as well as what she's presenting to the rest of the world. When Monokuma first appeared, Junko was one of the people who was reacting a whole lot, and her reactions were like normal and understandable and kind of spirited. So, like, what that says to me is that she's actually got something of, or first off, that she's straightforward and more likely to be honest, and that she wears her heart on her sleeve.
Right.
And I think somebody like that is going to be way more likely to be trustworthy in a situation like this.
I agree with you.
Okay, I'm
With that
glad.
assessment.
I could be completely wrong about that, but right now, she's one of the people that I trust. Byakuya is not.
Such ignorance.
Frankly, I don't want to hear anything from someone who waits for others to decide what to do for them.
Huh.
Don't jab at me.
Give me a break.
More like a full-on stab. Jeez.
Well, for now, let's forget all that silly junk about murderers or whatever.
Okay.
Now that we know the rules, let's start exploring the school.
Everybody split up and search for clues. That'll
No!
never go wrong.
That's something else! With the last thing we should do until we've established our own relationship and our own goal as a group is split up.
True, we need to find out where exactly we are. Is there any way out? What about food and supplies?
You understand?
There are tons of questions we need to answer!
Let's do it!
Damn straight! Okay, then let's all start looking around!
I think Ishimoto has it right. I think this is what they need to do, is actually sit around and do some planning. Obviously, though, as you guys may or may not have noticed, I tend to spend a lot of time bloviating, planning, and assessing. So obviously, I'm gonna, stick up for that.
Right. I'll be going alone.
Huh?
What?
What? Why? That's a pretty stupid idea, don't you think?
I love that face! Someone here might already have started thinking about murdering one of us.
Yeah, like you?
So splitting up is clearly the smart thing to do. Are you saying we should stand around with them in our midst and make it that much easier for them?
Hold on a second.
Wait, hold on a second. That would never.
What?
Don't bother saying it couldn't happen. You can't deny the possibility.
And he's right. That's why we need to actually take more of a moment than we have to assess everybody.
Going off by himself is gonna get him killed!
Yeah, like in Virtue's Last Reward and 999 as well, the first thing that they did was actually sit around and plan together.
Yeah.
Splitting up at this point, it's like we have to come up with some sort of cohesion. For all we know, one of these people or half of these people might actually be seriously considering murdering somebody else, but just actually sitting and talking with others and establishing more of a relationship with them might dissuade them.
Yeah.
It's like, it's harder to... Well, I was about to say it's harder to kill someone you know, but I guess I don't really have any sort of authoritative way to discuss that, and I suppose that the murder data would completely contradict me. Well, in any case, the planning will come up. But for Byakuya to just wander off on his own like foolish insects, I want nothing to do with a lot of you.
Kind of makes him more suspicious.
It does.
Because if we lose track of where he is and someone dies, he's going to be a suspect numero uno.
Right. Even if he doesn't do anything ever, even if he turns out to be one of the good guys throughout, then he's always going to be like super suspicious if he keeps hanging out by himself, if nobody knows where he is.
That's why you all seized up with fear when that graduation rule was made clear to you. Am I wrong?
Characters like this are usually either among my favorites or giant assholes, and so far Byakuya is in the latter category.
The ultimate asshole. But... So, I'm simply acting in accordance with what I think is best for me.
Just hold on.
Hold on? Like hell I'm gonna let you run off and do whatever you want.
I just continue to like Mondo. I understand what Byakuya is saying, and I also understand that taking care of yourself is important, but the best way to take care of yourself is through that type of group cohesion in a crisis situation, not by separating. Blah! I'm just going to keep going on about that, I know. Sorry!
Out of my way, Plankton.
Oh, the
Corn
insult!
cob head.
What?
What? The fuck's that supposed to mean? I ain't made of wood.
Such ignorance.
One tiny bit of plankton drifting across the sea. So minuscule, so insignificant, they couldn't possibly have any kind of influence on the boundless ocean.
Not like me! I'm the most powerful person in the world! Byakuya is one of those people who is used to, just like I said in the beginning, he uses his position and his inheritance like as a way of establishing his power, but that makes me wonder if he doesn't have any if he doesn't have any confidence outside of that.
Right?
But here I guess it's maybe irrelevant because it's not like he's going to lose that.
Yeah.
You're fucking dead.
I'm gonna kick your ass!
Stop it! We shouldn't fight!
I disagree!
What?
The fuck you say? You some kind of goody-goody little bitch?
No, now you shut up. You know exactly why we don't need to fight, which is that we don't need to develop hostility and grudges towards each other, or we can't work together to get out of this place.
I'm a biker. That's my bread and butter.
And if there are people who are going to be bad eggs that we need to deal with, we need to identify them as quickly as possible and beat the shit out of them.
That's what I'm doing.
You want to throw down?
Who do you think you are, talking to me like that? You think you're my fucking dad or something?
No, I wasn't. I don't have a snappy comeback for that right away.
You son of a bitch.
Fuck you!
Dude! No! We need to be on the same side.
He's stressing out. It's okay. He just needs to get this out of his system.
You're right.
He needs to get this out of his system, and the only way he knows how to get stress out of his system is like a goddamn 50-man brawl or something.
Is violence. You're right. He punched me, and I flew back in a heap.
Through 3 walls.
It was like something straight out of a manga. I didn't even see the punch coming. It was just suddenly right there in my face. 1 second I was standing there, the next I was soaring through the air. Now that I think about it, maybe I'd kind of forgotten the kind of people I'd been trapped here with. Most of them are monsters who can destroy me. My common sense had just stopped functioning. Being around all these ultimates had blown my fuses.
No, I think his common sense was full on.
I agree with that. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised it led to something as absurd as this. But I just lost track of that sense of reality. No, Makoto! Don't try and sink into your own perceived irrelevance! That was my last thought as my consciousness started to fade.
Sleeping in class, execution!
Oh God, no! We had just talked about this!
Yeah!
Before it finally cut out completely. And when I finally opened my eyes again, what I saw was... Ugh. Why do so many scenes start with me groaning like this? Huh? Where am I? As if it had become part of my daily routine, I woke up in yet another room I'd never seen before. Okay, so, where am I now? Yay! Now we can save the game and
Huzzah!
look at other information.
So yeah, about Kyoko.
Right?
You know what I think she is?
Spill it!
I think she's the ultimate graduate. I think this isn't her first time around.
Oh, that is fascinating.
One.
I mean, I was expecting you to say something like assassin or something like that.
No. Well, maybe.
I guess if she is a graduate, then yeah.
Maybe.
Because we have basically no information about her whatsoever. Anyway, go on.
Consider, she has not reacted to any of this at all.
Right. It could be that could be a function less of her archetype and more of her experience, perhaps.
2, she knew Monokuma was going to explode.
That's right. And
no one else thought of that.
Right.
Even when some of them should have been smart enough to piece the beeping, you know.
Right.
3, she doesn't want to get involved with anyone. She doesn't want to talk to anyone. She doesn't want to get close to anyone. Why? Is it because she's stoic and distanced, or is it because she murdered her last class, or something like that?
Ended up being the person who got out. You may very well be right. It's like that sheer level of experience and comfortability that she's shown is... Everything you said is good. In some ways I hope you're right, and in some ways I hope you're wrong.
Yeah.
Because if that's the case... She could either be our best ally or our worst enemy.
Yeah.
She very well could be trying to kill every last one of us.
Now, having said that, she could also be the ultimate, dropout. Like, maybe she didn't kill anyone and she's the last person from the last batch. And that's why she's still here.
That also makes sense. Because the way that the numbers game could have worked out, she could have been the last one remaining, and so there's no other way for her to graduate, so she washes out.
Yeah, the ultimate washout.
And is the ultimate blankety blank. That is also a really good read. See, that's why I was saying that could make her our best ally.
Yep.
Wow. No, mysteries. Like in all seriousness, this is like that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
In some ways, I'm really glad that I didn't play this, so that way we can do it for you guys now.
Yeah.
But in some ways, I'm also like, how did I not play this already? Because I love games like this. One last thing before we go and get on to the investigation. Just like we said, the ultimate unlucky students. I appreciate that. So, room, what have we? Surveillance camera with no gun?
Well, like in the classroom.
A surveillance camera. I hate the idea that someone might be watching me right now. We're not allowed to mess with the cameras, so I'd better make sure I don't touch it.
Guess I can't have any girls over either.
Well, it probably isn't his room, or maybe it is. I also have the dubious experience, and this is completely true, of almost knocking out a surveillance camera in a college classroom with a broadsword.
Yeah, I remember that story.
I won't tell the story, but just that description alone should indicate how awesome of a situation it was. There's some kind of metal plate mounted here. Is it to keep us all trapped in here?
Yes, that's already been established.
This is a notepad. I guess the school must have given one to each of us.
What, does your e-notebook not have a data entry file?
Some kind of lint roller. I guess we're supposed to clean up after ourselves?
It looks like a paintbrush.
Well, yeah, like a lint roller.
I guess so, yeah.
Looks like there's something in the drawer. It's a toolkit. It must be brand new. It's still in the shrink wrap. Okay. Well, I guess everybody is going to have to sort of take care of themselves, you know. But conveniently right here are some potential murder weapons. After all, whatever it is that they're trying to make happen, they are encouraging you to do. Monokuma doesn't want anybody to live a happy communal life. So, you gotta
what do you mean? That dye-colored, trustworthy little Schnookums is, okay, just as far as I can go, though. Let's just continue.
Schnookums, is it? Well, I don't really need it right now, so I'll just leave it here.
No, we have to fill up our inventory with as much stuff as possible.
This must be the key to the room. I guess it is our room.
I guess so.
My name's written on the keychain, which means it must be mine, right?
Brilliant logic at work.
I'd better hang on to it for now. Just an everyday trash can. I don't see any kind of trapdoor, hidden compartments or anything, or any trash.
Well, you just...
Ho!
We got a monocoin, I guess. Is that what they're called?
I don't know. What do you do with those? Use them to buy stuff from the extras menu? There's a piece of paper hanging up on the wall which says, "Announcement from Headmaster Monokuma. Each room's lock has been designed to completely protect against tampering or lockpicking." Okay. Remaking an individual room key is quite troublesome, so please make sure not to lose yours.
The door also seems to be built against physics. Look at it leaning off of the wall like that.
Oh, that's just the game's art style.
I know.
But
I just wanted to point it out.
But it does look like you're going to step out, into another dimension. Or it doesn't matter if the door is locked or not because there's just a hole in the wall. Your room comes furnished with a shower, but please note that the water is turned off at nighttime. Also, the bathrooms in the girls' rooms include a lock of their own. Finally, we've prepared a small gift for each of you.
A 9mm.
For the girls, a sewing kit. And for the boys, a tool kit, i.e. potential murder weapons.
Right.
And remember, in order to graduate, you have to become blackened.
Yeah.
And then not be found out.
Yeah.
You have to get away with it.
Right.
By providing this tool kit full of some potential murder weapons and a sewing kit full of potential murder weapons. I mean, you're going to have to be creative with all of these. Mm-hmm. But what that does is it helps make it easier to figure out who did it. Let's say somebody immediately is like, F this, and goes and starts bashing people with the hammer.
Well, you're going to know it's a boy.
Right. Probably.
Unless a girl stole one of their hammers.
Exactly. But you see, that kind of makes it easier or harder to hide.
Yeah.
At least that's the way I'm
Because it's,
taking
you know, Mondo is like, hey, my hammer's missing, and then someone goes around murdering with the hammer. Well, that doesn't really mean anything. It could have been a boy that stole the hammer, but, you know, it's not Mondo at least.
It's going to be information, like affirmative information you did not have previously.
Right.
So, the sewing kit includes a map of the body's vital organs.
Oh, my.
One stab will do the job, girls. Here I was thinking you'd have to be creative with it, but obviously not.
You still have to be creative to get away with it.
For the boys, we believe a strong blow to the head with any of the tools should be ample.
I don't know. Those pliers don't think they're going to do much if you whack someone on the head.
Don't think, just feel, and let's all enjoy ourselves.
I feel like I should be reading these in Monokuma's voice.
I crumpled up the sheet of paper and threw it in the trash.
Hey, now the trash has something in it.
Hey! Darn. Well, there we go. I guess that was actually the door to another dimension is actually the bathroom door. This would appear to be the bathroom. I'm right.
The bathroom is locked?
Why isn't my bathroom opening? Oh, I guess it's locked.
What?
All right, bed. Reveal your secrets to us.
1,000 count linen sheets.
Oh! It's just a bed. Well, I guess that's the right type of secret. Okay. Looks like this door leads outside.
We're gonna step outside, and then like 5 people are already gonna be dead.
No! It's locked. So some of the rooms have locks. What? Well, I guess depending on the order that you go through, they want to make sure you look at everything before you can advance.
Okay, that makes sense.
I think I'm starting to understand. This room, after all of this, especially the key with my name on it, surely this room must be...
Hifumi's room.
Sleeping anywhere other than the dormitory will be seen as sleeping in class and punished accordingly. This is my assigned dorm room!
Yay!
I am so smart! I'm gonna solve this whole case! I'm the best! Because if I don't do something to keep my morale up, I'm going to sink into despair, lose my mind, and commit suicide.
Does that count?
No, because you don't become blackened.
I guess you're right. You become reddened.
Or palened.
I guess so.
Whitened. Someone must have carried me here after I fell unconscious.
No, it was the weirdest thing. You just got up and went in yourself.
And then they locked the bathroom door and locked me in, and then set my key in the room and then left. But how'd they leave with the door locked and the key in the room?
Maybe it's one of those doors that automatically lock when you shut it.
Or maybe it was Monokuma. Or whatever little Monokuma minions there may or may not be, which I assume since one is already blown up, that it'd just be others.
He did say there were several of them.
So, that answers that question. The next question is...
Where's my pants?
Okay, pants check! Thank God, I'm really self-conscious. What's everyone else up to right now? There's only one way to find out.
And that's to go in the bathroom. Okay, no, I guess not. You can only go into the bathroom at night.
Let me out! Okay, good.
We must egress.
I rushed out of my room to meet up with all the others. But there was someone waiting for me there.
Stabbed!
Oh God, no, not already! Sayaka, I assume. Assuming she is the ultimate childhood friend. It was like something out of an old TV show.
I think you're right.
Bonk!
She dropped the toast in her mouth.
I was about to say the same thing!
Oh my.
Prediction successful!
Oh. Sayaka? Sorry. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I hope you're okay. Sorry about that.
She had an embarrassed smile on her face. I stood up slowly.
Yeah, with as small as he is, he probably took serious damage.
Junko is not that much smaller than Makoto. She's taller, but she is light. I don't actually remember everybody's vital stats. Why do I bother trying to learn those? Are you okay, Sayaka? Are you hurt?
You made it sound worse than it is. I'm completely fine. I know how I look, but I've actually built some pretty good muscle jumping up and down on stage.
And freaking endurance!
Mm-hmm.
In the past, I did a lot of theater, like high school theater, as well as a little bit of college theater. And, man, it is amazing how difficult and draining that stuff is. So, especially doing something like heavy performance, like singing and dancing, she actually should be pretty tough. That's good, then.
But are you okay? You know, from when Mondo hit you.
Oh, I actually forgot about that completely. That's true, I got knocked out right there in front of everyone.
Like a fist-sized bruise on your face.
Just like a fist imprint.
Yeah!
I guess I revealed my lack of cool right from the beginning. But if anybody else here did the same type of research on the class as I did, they would have known that I'm the ultimate nobody.
Makoto.
Oh, no, I'm fine. Nothing wrong here. I didn't need those teeth.
That's good.
Oh, that's good. I was kind of worried.
Thanks. By the way, what are you doing here?
Actually, I came to get you.
You came to get me?
Stab!
Listen.
You traitor!
Well, if you really are feeling better, I was hoping you could come to the dining hall.
The dining hall?
You see.
After you got knocked out, everyone decided to go and do their own thing.
The worst possible decision!
These people are all collectively the ultimate idiots.
Maybe not, but...
I know, but...
Maybe.
We decided it would be more effective if we split up to investigate.
No! You can do that once you've established a working relationship!
Or, like, at least in groups of 3s, you know?
Yeah.
If you were there's a perfect number of students for that.
Then there can be 5 groups of 3, so nobody is alone.
With anyone else.
And if any cliques begin to develop, then the members of the clique are obvious because 3 people are always together.
Yeah.
And do they have to be in their own room at night? I don't remember the letter of the regulation. Could they be in someone else's room at night?
It just says as long as you're sleeping in the dorms.
Yeah, it did say
that. It didn't specify, like, your room.
This may come up.
Maybe. So we agreed to get together later on and talk about what we'd each found out.
So does that mean it's almost time to get back together?
You've been asleep for 3 days.
Oh my god! How many people are left? If that's what's going on...
Just us. I'm just kidding.
If that's what's going on, then of course I'll go with you.
That's good.
Good. I'll go on ahead and meet you at the dining hall then. We're not actually going together at all.
Oh, I like the drawing on the...
Oh yeah, there's a drawing on everyone's door.
That's awesome! Boink, 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 boink. Doesn't it look like I'm just hopping from door to door? Doing, doing, doing. Doing, doing. I absolutely love all the little icons for everything. And everything on the map. I'm a sucker for 8-bit graphics. And for crab walking at high speeds. Oi, 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 oi. This must be the dormitory dining hall.
It looks pretty clean, so that's good. I guess that's not really important right now, with us being prisoners here and all.
I wonder what they're gonna feed us.
Soylent Green!
Ah! Yeah, that's true. Nobody was there waiting for us. We don't really have much choice. I guess we should just wait here for now.
Okay, let's just wait here.
Huh? You heard that?
There it is again.
Like I said, I'm psychic.
No, you said you had intuition when we accused you of being psychic. So wait a second. If she's psychic and if she's the ultimate psychic and the ultimate pop star,
she's just a psychic. She's not the ultimate psychic.
Ah, so we get 2 psychics to have them battle each other. Either that or Yasuhiro is just a doof.
The ultimate doof. Come on, I'm just kidding. Seriously, I just have amazing intuition. Because I've known you since childhood.
I don't believe you. I really don't believe you. Especially after... I'm trying to think how to put this so that I don't spoil people who have not played some of...
I know exactly what you're trying to say.
I think I already have. If you guys who know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about.
You're either in on it or you don't. Or you're not.
Is it really just intuition?
The ultimate intuition.
That would work too. It's kind of sudden, I know, but here comes a tutorial.
Oh God, get in the carriage!
To save the day. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I missed one. Reaction mode. Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
Okay, do your best to enjoy your ever-important school life. This is a test to make sure you understand how to react.
Ha 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 ha! It's pretty good.
So what time is it right now? What, 7 o'clock at night already?
You were unconscious for a pretty long time.
I see. Without being able to look out a window, I've lost all sense of time. If I have to stay in this place for too long, I might just go crazy.
Oh no, the worst part is that it's nighttime, so you can't take a shower.
Hey,
By the way, Makoto.
Huh? What is it?
Well, it's just... I know this is kind of continuing the self-introduction thing, but I wanted to ask you something.
Okay, so I need to actually use what I've learned. Have I picked up how to hit the button? Continuing our self-introductions.
What is this, Dr. Decker? We kind of got cut off before, but I had a question I wanted to ask you.
Sayaka wants to ask me something? I wonder what it is. Now I'm really curious. What?
Okay.
hey,
Oh, I see.
So it really is... Oh, and then it gives me the... It really is just reaction. Understood. What did you want to ask me?
Makoto, did you happen to go to Blackroot Junior High? Were you in, maybe, class 2?
Yeah, actually, I was.
I knew it! I went there too. I was in class 4 though. Do you remember me?
So I guess it's not like it was a childhood friend thing, but for some reason Sayaka, remembered Makoto. He must have made an impression. Possibly because he's, tiny and twerpy. No, joking aside, in games like this, the main character is usually freaking awesome. So I'm gonna razz him while I can.
Yeah.
Do I remember? Come to think of it, how is it that I possibly could have forgotten that I went to the same school as the ultimate pop sensation? I'm an ultimate moron! Even back in middle school, she was a celebrity with all kinds of ultimates surrounding her. How could I forget? Thank God.
Yeah.
Good job. Almost as surprising as her question was, did she remember me?
Yeah.
We never even talked to each other, but somehow she still knew who I was.
hey,
Hey, are you okay?
So I guess what this does is sort of instantly establish that bond of trust.
Yeah.
So at the very least, we have two people who are probably not going to kill each other. Oh, yeah, I'm just surprised is all. I wouldn't have thought you'd remember me.
We went to the same school for 3 years. Of course I remember.
What a nice girl. Well, that's true, but there were lots of students in our grade, right?
You were the smallest boy.
Plus, I've never been the type of person to ever really stand out. I'm average at everything, and all my hobbies are totally normal. Even normal would call me boring.
Wait a minute. To someone who's an ultimate, wouldn't normal be more interesting?
Wow! There might be something to that. Oh, who's that boy?
He's so plain, I want him.
He doesn't have great grades, but he doesn't have bad grades. He's not attractive, but he's not unattractive. He doesn't do a lot of things, but he doesn't not do anything. He doesn't have a lot of friends, but he doesn't have not enough friends. This is so amazing. It must take such skill to be this normal. How abnormally normal. Actually, that is really cool, though.
Yeah. What are you talking about? You're so strange.
Strange? That's... She started giggling even louder.
Sorry.
She's laughing at me. I'm so mortified. That somehow mysterious smile of hers made my heart grow calmer. Her smile was the nicest smile I'd ever seen.
The ultimate smile. Anyway, I'm really glad that I know somebody here. Talking to you has made me feel a lot better about all this. You're amazing, Makoto.
No, I'm really not. I'm nothing at all compared to all you ultimates.
But you're the one that helped me find my courage again, not any of those ultimate students.
Hey,
What?
that's pretty good. Well, no, she found her courage through Makoto because there was that sense of familiarity.
You're
She
right,
knew
you're
him.
right.
And it's like, if this isn't the situation, no matter what, at the very least, I'm with somebody
Yeah.
that, even though we never talked, I know him. We went to the same school
Yeah,
for 3
yeah.
years. And just something so simple. It's like I was saying about trying to find trust. Like, how many people just can establishing some sort of quick social bond actually prevent them from doing something bad?
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that.
Okay.
And to thank you for helping me out, I'm going to become your ultimate assistant.
I mean, that's really awesome, and I wanted to cheer and say hooray, but... What? Why?
Well, no, David, don't you understand? Phoenix Wright had to have,
Maya.
Maya, yeah, that was her name.
Okay, so I guess Sayaka's gonna be the sidekick. Not bad! Not bad, dude! In some ways, that ultimate luck may not all be unluck after all, right?
Right.
Because you have the best pop sensation in all of Japan as your sidekick, hanging around you as your assistant, following you around and giving you praise, and giving you that oh so wonderful smile. Huh? I'm my assistant.
Yep, I'm your assistant now. I'm going to help you out as much as I can, so let's get out of here together.
Okay, that sounds great. When she says things like that, it just gets me pumped up!
Hey,
I can't believe no one's here yet, but I'm sure they'll start showing up soon.
Almost like he timed it, Taka threw open the dining hall. Taka threw open the dining hall doors right as Sayaka said that.
I was waiting for an introduction! Ah, Makoto, Sayaka! So you two got here first, huh?
Why is it that every time I'm talking to Sayaka, you have to butt in, man? Lay off! She's my assistant.
I'm the ultimate cock blocker!
How unfortunate.
Too bad. I was sure I'd beat everyone here.
I like that smug, yet comically pathetic expression.
Yeah.
It shows that he actually fails at being smug because he's normally so intense.
I guess that just means I don't have enough fighting spirit yet!
I really admire your constant desire to improve yourself and others, though I am sure that most others do not wish for you to improve them.
Got it!
Well, I won't give up! Next time, I swear I'll win no matter what it takes! Justice shall always prevail! I'll show up 5 hours early!
It must be nice to be able to come up with such strong motivation literally from thin air.
That's a bit much, don't you think?
And soon after that, everyone else came strolling in one after another. After a few minutes, everyone had gathered in the dining hall.
Oh, thank God no one's dead yet.
Okay, it looks like everyone's here. Time to start the meeting!
No, it's time to look at everybody first, though I doubt we're going to go on and on for a long time. Sakura still has the same expression she always has.
Looks like, Hifumi is, eating some sort of food he found on the ground, like a gopher.
Like a squirrel or a chipmunk or something.
Toko and Byakuya are distant, plotting everyone's demise, you know.
Right, because Toko is horrible social anxiety plus possibly evil.
Yeah.
Or maybe that could actually be just like a manifestation of her sheer anxiety. Because, you know, anxiety is like triggering a fight or flight response.
Right,
and so
right.
for her, it could trigger the fight part.
Right.
And like, since she doesn't seem to have too much confidence in social situations, she might not actually be aggressive or scary at all and just comes off that way because it gets people to leave her alone.
Right, right.
And she doesn't know how to handle people, so getting them, so them leaving her alone is the only way she feels safe.
Gotcha.
Except not at all. That is possible. And then Byakuya, of course, because he doesn't want to be associated with, like, kelp and plankton and seaweed.
Yeah.
One last thing to note is that Yasuhiro, I think it's kind of telling about how carefree he is, that he's just slouched over that chair.
Yeah.
Okay, got it!
Let's all go around and share what we found out during our respective investigations.
Yeah, that is Sean Chiplock. I love Sean Chiplock. Go Reen, and also Mishima.
The sooner we find out what's going on, the sooner we get out of here.
Hold on a sec.
What are you talking about?
What's wrong?
What about, what's her name? You know, the silver-haired girl? Oh yeah, Kyoko. There's too many people here for me to remember.
What about her?
She's not here. Oh, we didn't even notice that.
You're right.
Because there's so many people, we're used to seeing a big glob, so we don't need to count them all.
Yeah.
That further adds more credence to your I don't want it to get involved with anybody because I know how this goes theory. Ultimate graduate. Or,
or ultimate dropout.
Yeah,
or
ultimate
flunky
dropout or
or
washout, something like that. I like that.
What?
I took another look around the dining hall. Sure enough, she was nowhere to be seen. I wonder where she went. Has anyone seen her? But everyone just shook their heads.
Huh?
Wait, so nobody's seen her? Why hasn't Kyoko shown up yet?
I think we all need to leave and investigate one at a time.
This seems like a great idea for murderous Kyoko, if that's the case. Could it be because...
Yes, indeed.
Stabbing, strangling, bludgeoning, crushing, hacking, drowning, igniting. How you do it doesn't matter. You must kill someone if you want to leave. It's as simple as that. The rest is up to you. Give it your all to achieve the best outcome in the worst way possible.
Is it possible? Is she really... No, I'm just overthinking things.
Darn it, Kyoko! You're really going to be late like this on the first day of school?
I don't think that's what you need to be worried about here!
Not only is she late, she didn't tell anyone she would be late. A most unbecoming personality trait.
Oh, nice rhyme, dude.
Come on.
You're being a real jackass right now, you know that?
Well, what do you want me to do? Punctuality is everything.
You hear me?
Now then, I declare that the first session of the Hope's Peak Academy briefing meetings has begun! Makoto, actually, first of all, I've talked enough. Maybe we should listen to what everyone else has to say.
I suppose we've talked enough too, right?
I guess so.
Perhaps we should allow the dialogue to advance. Okay, let's do that.
You know,
Huh? What's up?
I feel like I really have become your personal assistant. Don't you agree?
I mean, yeah. I think it's great. I really couldn't do anything without your help, Sayaka. Thank you.
I may not be the best assistant in the world, but I'll give it everything I've got.
No, you've already done so much as my assistant.
Damon, are you okay?
Oh, I'm just getting into character, sorry. All right. I think we blathered on long enough. But where's Kyoko?
What happened to her? What will happen to our brave heroes next time?
What will we all do?
Will we keep talking in these ridiculous accents?
Probably so. So, tune in next time on the next Bittersweet Gamers Play Danganronpa, released at some unspecified time.
I can barely wait.
We got one in!